Hello guys and welcome to the Neon Reaper Gaming channel, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about Cyberpunk 2077. Yes, just basically this game is like so hyped up. Just want to talk about why it's hyped up, what it could do for the future, why it's so important as well to the gaming industry as a whole. This is a video I don't really do. It's something new that I'm trying for the first time. So if you guys like these kind of videos and you want me to do more in the future, then I'd really appreciate guys by letting me know by hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and then when I see my stats later, if the video does really well, then I'll do this for different games, vary the topics up a little bit, and yeah, I could have more stuff like this in the future because I like talking about games, and I hope you guys like these subjects as well. But let's get into it. Cyberpunk 2077. Now, what exactly is Cyberpunk? Well, it is what it says on the box. It's a Cyberpunk game set in 2077 as part of the pen and paper role-playing game invented by Mike Pondsmith. It's had a couple of games before it, being the Cyberpunk 2020 pen and paper RPG, and also it's just come out with a new pen and paper RPG, which is a prequel of sorts to 2077, which is called Cyberpunk Red. If you're interested in those kind of things, I suggest you go and check them out, because that's the source material that Cyberpunk 2077 is taking inspiration from, the characters, the universe, pretty much everything. So if you want to get more kind of clued up to the universe, then I suggest you go and check that out and just do a little bit of research. Some really interesting stuff, and I've liked every second of going back and reading about it. But Cyberpunk 2077 comes out in April 2020, which is ironically, like I said, where the pen and paper RPG was set. Now, anticipation for this game is beyond literally anything at the minute. I put it on par with The Last of Us 2. Now, I did a vote on my Twitter channel. And at the minute, it's not finished yet, but at the minute, Cyberpunk 2077 is absolutely blowing The Last of Us 2 out of the park. And I kind of know why that is. I mean, not only does Cyberpunk look great, it sounds great, and it's coming from an absolute stellar company. Well, we're going to start from the beginning, about where this game kind of originates from. The creators of this game, which is Cyberpunk, CD Projekt Red, have an absolutely amazing history with making stellar games. Now, they're most famous for their Witcher series, and most fans are loyal to this company just from the progress that each Witcher game made. I mean, which one came out, and for its time was quite phenomenal, running on a borrowed engine. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head which engine was, but it was the Quake engine, or it was something stupid like that, but they did a tremendous job. But then the massive jump in quality scale from Witcher to Witcher 2. Witcher 2 by its own right was a groundbreaking game back in the day, and pretty much amazing for all PC players, and Xbox as well. But it was didn't probably get the attention it deserved up until the point that they dropped The Witcher 3. Now, The Witcher 3 is considered by many as the game of the generation for the PS4. Not only is it breathtaking in scope, scale, story, everything that you want. The side quests are so detailed. It was never the good thing about The Witcher. It was never a go and fetch quest. Every mission was carefully crafted. There was a lot of grey areas. There wasn't any right or wrong choices. They were emotionally impactful. That all set up for The Witcher 3 being an absolutely stellar game, which is why, off the bat, everybody's so excited for Cyberpunk, taking that Cyberpunk genre, seeing what CD Projekt can do with their absolute love of the games, and putting that into a Cyberpunk genre with all these different, being able to tell a story, side missions that are going to be so perfectly crafted, such love and care and detail are going to be put into these that are going to affect the main story. The side missions are going to be important, but the good thing is they never feel like side missions. They never feel like you're going off the beaten track to do a fetch quest or to get extra XP. Every side mission is different. There's every story. No side mission is ever the same. It's not an Ubisoft game or an EA game where you go off the beaten track and you just do this catching pieces of paper 50 times in the open world. You know, it's not repetitive. Like, it's so much effort has been put into these games, which straight off the bat makes people so excited for Cyberpunk 2077. Now, Cyberpunk probably first blew the world away in 2013 when the first animated trailer for it dropped, which was just simple. If you've not seen it, I will link it in the description below, of a CGI trailer, and that got pretty much everybody talking. The game was phenomenal. They were still working on The Witcher 3 then, so focus on making Cyberpunk hadn't shifted in the development department yet. Once The Witcher 3 had dropped, more specifically Hearts of Stone, then pretty much 70% of the development team went over to Witcher 3. 100% of the workforce was focused on Cyberpunk after Blood and Wine had dropped, and then Cyberpunk went into full overdraft. Now it went quiet for a good number of years, up until the point, like I said, where the next trailer dropped at E3 of 2017, and then all hell broke loose. We got a 50-minute demo. It's been getting little tablets of information here and there, and again, it hit fever pitch once they dropped the new E3 this 2019, where John Wick, Keanu, the man, the myth, the legend, Keanu Reeves came on stage and just blew everybody away. Let's just say he's breathtaking. You are all breathtaking. Like I said, with that being said, the game also just looks amazing. The gameplay has been phenomenal. The depth, the love of the RPG mechanics. You can create your own character, start from scratch. You can take your character in any story, backstory, your choice. The good thing about Cyberpunk, and the thing that has most people intrigued, that there is no good or bad way. It's just you. This is your story, your choices, and your way to progress the game. The game in scope looks magnificent. They say it's going to be bigger than The Witcher 3, and The Witcher 3 already was a hefty game. The only difference I can tell, probably personally, between The Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk is that in Witcher 3 you had your horse Roach. Now, travelling via horse wasn't as fast as, said, the Asuka motorcycles and the cars that they're going to have in Cyberpunk 2077. So off the bat, you're going to be able to traverse the world a lot faster than you could in Witcher 3. So maybe scale might take a hit there. I hope, with that being the case, that the world's not going to be as empty. Obviously, because of the distance that you need to travel from one point to the other to make it seem like it's obviously you're traveling a while in these vehicles. But CD Projekt Red have come out and said that they are absolutely detailing the world from scratch, all handmade. There's no generated parts of the world. It's all taken up with love and care, and probably another reason why they haven't shown off the full scale of the game, because they're probably still working really, really hard on it, making sure that Cyberpunk is going to be perfect. Now, with that being said, Cyberpunk's not immune to its criticisms, and it's had obviously the criticisms fired at it between its portrayal of black gangs and also transgender advertisements. Now, I don't know how many people feel about these kind of subjects, but I honestly think when a game or something is on top, people want to bring it down. And I'm not saying that these aren't important issues, but the gameplay that I've seen is apparently a black gang called the Animals. Now, a lot of people took offense by that, obviously, with the black culture and animals, and they weren't made in that kind of way. Mike Pondsmith, the creator of Cyberpunk 2077, is also a black guy, and he came out and said that the detailed description behind this is they're called animals because of their animalistic instinct, the predatory nature of their bodies. They want to get juiced up, they want to have the strength, they want to be wild animals, they want to tame the beast that is their bodies via juice, steroids, cybernetics. They want to be the peak of their animalistic nature. I'm pretty much roided up, and the perfection of their body to be as natural as they can. That was why they're called the animals, not the term that a minority, may I add, was putting onto that. No, never once when they said this did I think of that until obviously people started saying it. The transgender one I can't really comment on. I don't really know the world that well, that kind of world, people as well, so I don't want to offend. The only thing I can say about that is with the transgender poster, it's obviously female with some junk cybernetically implanted on her, and with the drink advertisement saying mix it up. Now I got the meaning of this straight away, straight off the bat, looking at it. It's a cybernetic person used for her sexuality, just like modern world. When you advertise something, it's always some sexualized image of a woman in a bra selling underwear, but they're always skinny and perfect. It's a hypersexualized thing, and obviously the cybernetic augmentation of the junk, shall we say, is obviously a trope of mixing it up with her being female with male genitalia. Now, I got that off the bat. I know a few people, like I said, were offended. Again, the minority seem to be more game journalists than actual people of that culture. Again, I don't know. I can't really comment. But if you're watching this video and I'd love to know your thoughts on those two issues, so please comment below. That'd be nice talking to other people about that and getting your opinions on it. I'd be really interested to hear what you have to say. Now, with that going forward, the game looks like it's set for an absolute train of hype. It looks like probably the most hyped game since Grand Theft Auto 6, just with the amount of scale, the anticipation, everything of it. Now, one of the things that are going in its direction is the absolute support from the gaming industry, or the gaming consumers, shall I say, as a whole. CD Projekt Red have come out and said, loot boxes in a single-player RPG? Are you crazy? There's no DLC. There'll be no DLC apart from what you've seen in The Witcher 3, which was 3 add-ons, 3 little bits of extra content, and huge expansions. They're not into nickel and diming you. What you see is what you get, and we know that CD Projekt Red, with being The Witcher, is going to be the highest quality possible. Now, with that being said, they have come out and said that like I said, there will be expansions. Now, with the pre-orders and stuff like that, Cyberpunk 2077 has come out with 2 pre-orders: the standard and the deluxe edition. The standard is about £50 or $60 and comes with something loaded that in most companies, be it EA, Activision, Ubisoft, Bethesda, is their collector's edition in their standard. They have filled that box with stickers, maps, patches, as much as you could fit in those tiny boxes. They are going above and beyond, and that sits well with other people, gamers on a whole. Now we get the bare minimum. We pay $60 for a game, and then something's locked behind a paywall or an XP booster, and you have to fork out another $5 or $10. The industry's become too used to nickel and diamond, trying to take as much as they can. And it's so refreshing to see a company do it for the love of gaming, for just, like I said, just the pure love of bringing a game out, being with the fans. That's what we want to see. I do know the gaming industry has become more business centric than it's ever been. With the likes of EA, with their FIFAs, and Activisions with their COD, and Ubisoft with their Assassin's Creed. It's become a commercialized success of pumping out the same old stuff year after year after year. It's become a business of making more money than you made last year, pleasing the investors. And it does feel like in the gaming industry now, probably bar Sony, Nintendo, and like I said, CD Projekt Red, that the consumer, the fans, come last behind the money, the investors. And we realise that it's a business, and we realise it's making money. But I always feel like gaming industries, and most people in gaming industries, are alienating their consumers as we move more into a business economy. than what we were 15 years ago. Like, I think of the PS2 era and just how many games came out and how joyous it was to play. And I feel sorry for the people of this generation coming out where DLC and expansion packs and $15-$20 maps on Call of Duty is the norm, where we used to, back in the day, for Medal of Honor and Call of Duty, you used to get the whole package. But that's a different debate for another time, and I'm trailing off a little bit. But like I said, with Cyberpunk, it just seems that every block that could have been placed is being placed in here. Such precision for this game to be a monumental success. They keep going this way. They're trickling out information. They're keeping the hype train going. Everybody's looking forward to this. Again, apart from the minority. Again, I'd love to hear your views on that. The game is just seems, well, breathtaking so far without being able to get my hands on it. The PAX East, which is due at the end of this month, actually. So in about a week or two, we'll be trickling out some new information on Cyberpunk. There'll be plenty of news, plenty of more screenshots, and also the 50-minute gameplay trailer, which was shown at E3 this year behind closed doors, which they're going to drop as well. And I cannot wait. And you can bet your freaking socks that I will be on that, reacting to it. So make sure you stay tuned to the Neon Reaper Gaming channel. Come and react with me. I'm sure it's going to be a treat if you like your Cyberpunk 2077 content. Now, guys, like I said, I'm going to call it here. There's been an absolutely amazing debate, or just my general point of view, really, to be fair. Let me know if you agree with it as well. And also what your thoughts on Cyberpunk 2077 is. Tell me why you're hyped. Tell me why you're looking forward to this game. Tell me everything. I want to know your opinions, everything. I really just want to talk to fellow Cyberpunk 2077 fans. We can have this amazing discussion, and I'm really grateful that this game exists. So with that being said, guys, I am the Neon Reaper. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please, guys, hit me that like, hit me that subscribe if you want to come and see more debates like that. Like I said, I can look at my analytics page. I know if this video does well. I really hope it does, because I'm more interested in doing things like this in the future. And with that being said, guys, I will see you later. Neon Reaper signing off. Bye, guys. Bye.